Hey folks, it's ioEther, and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Anakin, dude cool in his low. This is the tier, I almost said 6. This is a tier 8 German. Good lord, me in English today. German heavy tank. This is a premium tank, and it has been in the game for some time, so everybody should know what it looks like, but I still find it pretty. Anyways, this is a tier 8 game on Windstorm. Yes, I got it right. I'm not an idiot today. Anyways, so before we get started into the game, as always, if you guys want to support channels, one of the best ways you can do so is by helping us grow. And so tell your friends, tell your clanmates, and tell your family if you want to. Especially if you are the star. Everybody deserves credit, so go ahead and tell everybody you know so they can all see you being awesome, right? That's how that should work. Anyways, I do also want to mention the channel now has a sponsor, or not a sponsor, a partner. And so if you like watches, as I do, and you like beautiful watches, as I definitely do, then there is there should be a link in the description below, but I'll have to double check to make sure it's there. And if you want 20% off, then I have a coupon code for you, and it will make the channel money every time you do so. And so yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be great. If you don't want to, I understand completely, and there's really no worries about it. So as we push across this bridge, we've already put one shot into the Jag 8.8, and then T20 just gives us his side, and it's just like, well, if you're going to be that nice, we're going to take advantage of it. So Anakin is going to side scrape off this wall now. The guys behind him might be a little bit frustrated about that, but honestly, we don't really care. The whole point is to not get shot ourselves or not take damage, because the longer you stay in the game, the more damage you can do. As he wallops the tiger, and that tiger is deciding, you know what, I don't really want to get hit again, so it's going to back off. It looks like the Carnarvon is trying to side scrape. Now, unfortunately for the Carnarvon, it's not really designed to side scrape very effectively, and if he gets the opportunity, he will be able to fire it down into its engine deck, or through just about any part of it you can see, except for the front of the turret might be a bit tricky. He might bounce if he's not careful with his aiming. We can see him being very careful with his aiming. T20 comes back for a side shot. Unfortunately for the T20, only puts in an HE shot. I don't know what he was thinking, but I think right now he thinks that we're reloading. Nope. Yes. Shot from the Carnarvon through the side of our turret. And T20 definitely thinks that he's too far, that he is side scraping effectively. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't. And there's a Jag 8.8 behind the buildings, so we don't really have to worry about him. But that Carnarvon is starting to hurt, as he seems to be the only one doing real damage to us. What is he doing? He's putting heat rounds into the bottom of our gun mantle by the looks of it, which obviously is doing damage. I didn't know you could pen a low that in that location, but obviously you can, assuming you have high enough pen. Just waiting to reload so we can kill this tiger who's just sitting out in the open. I think he thought he was more covered up than he was. Oh, a tiger 2 behind us. That is not good. Now we can reverse and actually use this. No, he's actually just going to go ahead and put a shot into the M6 while the tiger 2's focused on the tiger, and he's basically just using the tiger as bait. And the tiger 2 does not have the top gun. And definitely doesn't have the top turret, so he's probably a stock tiger. And so Anakin is just going to bully this poor guy, who has no chance now that he is the low in his face. And yeah, just push him off a cliff. Now he could go out. He's going to go off after him. He really could have just left him there and walked away. And yes, the guy would have eventually got back up, but he could have gone and cleaned up like the Carnarvon and the M6 in the meantime if he wanted to. Not certain if it would have gotten more damage, but I understand why he jumped off and had to finish this guy off, because there's no guarantee that the rest of his team would have done that. M6 still on 300 health over there. Should be, yeah, okay. T29's got the small gun, which explains everything. The M6 is more or less beating up the T29, but that's going to end now. Nope, because Anakin hit a statue. Isn't that great? A statue gets in his way, and that is going to be the end of the game. I doubt we're going to get another shot at him. Looks like 3,800 damage is what we do for this game. And 3 kills. You could... Unfortunately, you can't platoon up with anyone to get a brothers-in-arms or a crucial contribution. Unless, of course, the T29 or the KB2 gets... No, the KB2's already in a battle. Yeah, you'd have to... Or in a platoon, you'd have to team up with the T29 if the T29 could get this kill. Nope, never mind. We're just gonna steal it. Make sure nobody else can have that kill. And that is the end of this game. This was well played. This actually makes me want to go out and buy this tank. I won't, however, but it obviously can do a ton of damage, and as long as you don't show people at your side, or really, yeah, your side or your rear, this tank will continue doing damage. Now, weak spots on this thing, obviously Lower Glacis, and that apparently underneath here is a bit weak. I don't actually know. I'd have to look it up with tank viewer or something like that in order to actually figure out if that's true. And of course, the other weak spots are everything on the side of the thing. We got shot once on the side of the turret, I'm pretty sure. Or no, was that... I don't know. I don't know where the first shot from the Carnarvon went in, but the side of this thing is made of paper. Most tanks will be able to pen it. It is nearly unpenetrable from the front, though, assuming you can't see a Lower Glacis. So I'm just going to look up the specs on it, and... Ooh, look at that. Okay, so if I go right under the gun, it is... No. No. Okay, so directly under the gun... Here, let's get this to a decent spot. Right in here, it's about 180 millimeters, and underneath, like, down here, is 175 millimeters. The rest of that turret front, though, is just not worth shooting at. Yeah, no, you're everything above this location, like everything above here, is just not worth shooting at. But apparently, the Carnarvon was able to pen down here, as he had high enough pen to go through the 180 millimeters down here. And then it's down to 175. Of course, you're not going to hit those unless you're really close in. So I just wouldn't bother unless you are in his face. In which case, aim under the gun and just fire straight into that hull armor. You go through. Cool. You learn something new every day, right? Okay. So then we get to go see his stats and see exactly how awesome he was in this game. Master Badge, First Class, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, and of course the Steel Wall and High Caliber. Look at how much cash he earned. Good lord, this thing makes money. I mean, though it's not every day that you get a game where like the enemy just feeds you damage, but still, 1,300 base experience, 4,100 damage done, and like that, he made 100k off this game because he wasn't very damaged, and he didn't use very much stuff, and he definitely didn't fire any prime ammo that entire game. Wow, that is a great job. Thank you so much, Anakin, for saying this in. Thank you all for watching. That was awesome. And again, if you want to support the channel, then go ahead and help us grow. Tell your friends, tell your clanmates, and possibly tell your family, depending on how crazy your family is. If they're anything like mine, don't tell your family. And I will see you all next time. This is ioEther out.